everybody. Welcome to Squared Up. I'm Bill Swinford.
And I'm Monica Daniels.
And over the corner is Tom Mann. That's me.
There he is. Hey, we're glad you're back with us right here on this podcast. That you may or may not be able to see our logo right here. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the mystery. Right now, this area is blank to us.
Yeah.
But Tom...
It's a special day.
Yeah. Special because...
Tom can't find the remote to turn on the monitor behind you there. Secret.
And we've all had those days, guys. Yeah. I mean, especially guys. And I mean guys and girls, but guys get really frustrated about
Yeah, but I've had those days too. So maybe I'm half guy.
Yeah.
I definitely have those.
I've had a whole week of losing things.
Yeah.
And I just went upstairs, told my wife, said, I can't find the remote. And she said, you can't do that. So it's,
that helps.
Yeah, I was just going to say. I was like, thanks. Thanks, Vicky.
Well, listen, if you are seeing something here, it happened in post. It's what you call it. Put it in post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put it in post.
We'll see if
We'll see that.
Tom cares enough to try to put it in post. Or maybe we just need to leave it. Or maybe it appears right now. Okay. So we'll find out. Anyway, we've had a busy week. There are a lot of things going on. If you haven't heard, we're getting married soon. Mm-hmm. August the 9th.
Yes.
2025.
Wow.
At
right
2
here,
p.m.
Right here in Marion.
At Aldersgate Church.
At Aldersgate Church. And there's a lot of preparations to be had when you're having a wedding, it turns out. Yeah. A lot of things to think about.
There is.
You got your flowers. Mm-hmm. You got your cake. All of these things have been addressed in the last week. Punch. Oh, we have not addressed punch. We got a little get-together with family and some close friends that we're putting together. There's a lot of details to that. There is... other stuff such as
trying on wedding dresses, which I did yesterday. I had so much fun with Abby Cullum and Katie Frericks, and we went to Blush and Ivory, and the manager there, her name is also Katie, did an amazing job of just, pulling out, getting an idea of what my taste is and what I'm looking for in a wedding dress, and then pulling out all of these gorgeous gowns and getting to try them on. It was so fun.
And Blush and Ivory is located in downtown Marion on North Market Street. It's an old building there that used to be called the Williams Hotel back in the day. Mm-hmm. And it's been a couple of different businesses over the years. It's right next to Benny's. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, we met for Benny's afterwards, you and I and Katie and Abby. And you told me it was just a great experience. And so we're thankful for Blush and Ivory's Katie for giving you just the perfect experience.
She's been working in this kind of a job since she was 17 years old.
Wow.
And so she really knew her craft. She really knew what she was doing. And
so you give them a recommendation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're going to tell you more about them as we go along. They are doing some business with us, and we will show you some videos. Matter of fact, here's a little clip. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a little clip of their experience. It's a short little piece of it, and we'll show you more over time. We don't want to give too much away at this point, do we?
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I do want to draw people's attention to is that unfortunately there's a lot of people, they feel like they need to drive to St. Louis or other places to have this kind of experience when we have local experience like this right in Marion, where you can just be treated like a princess and pull out all of the gowns and have a very private viewing with you and just your closest friends or few people that you want there. And we don't have to, for very beautiful gowns from a full range of prices, if you want something really expensive or something on a budget, there's a full spectrum of options there. And, we don't have to go to St. Louis to find these experiences.
And, of course, Blush and Ivory is not the only place you can go locally and have a similar experience, but this is the experience you had.
Yeah.
Loved it, and I'm really grateful that that's been a part of it. So here's the big question, as they might say on another show. Did you say yes to the dress?
I did. We found a dress, and I said yes.
You said yes, but you kind of had to think about it, didn't you?
It came down to two, and I really couldn't choose. And I knew either choice would not be wrong, really. I just had to decide what I wanted to go with. And, so I made the decision this morning when I woke up. Decided on one. But it's gonna be a surprise, so you're just gonna have to wait.
Oh yeah, well everybody's gonna have to wait, right? That's the big. That's the big
the big
reveal, right?
Yeah.
On the wedding day. So All right. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. So that's just one of many things to check off and move on in preparation. We are coming down. We are now less than a month as we are recording this. We are now less than a month until then.
Wow.
And some of you may not have even realized, because you haven't been paying attention, that we are a real life couple. But here's the thing. Just because you are on camera with somebody doesn't mean you're necessarily a real life couple, right?
That's true. That is true. There are people on camera together who are not a couple. And we were just talking about that. Tom, you had experience back in the day when you were doing commercials with an actress, a fellow media person, and you were playing husband and wife.
I was always typecast as a husband, a young husband with some wife. So I was in a mall with a wife. In fact, when I even moved up here, there was somebody that wound up being my wife once or twice in a mall.
Wow.
But back in Memphis, I was there with the wife in the mall, and several commercials. But then I wound up doing for a Toyota dealership, and I wound up being the husband, and we were a young couple. We talk about how you could, get a new Toyota Tercel for like $180 a month or something crazy. So yeah.
Now, didn't your wife get a message or something from someone?
Your real life
Like,
wife.
Your real life wife got a message from someone who was like, Tom is cheating with you on you. I saw him.
I kept showing up on television with all these women, and and I'm like, wait, don't, because I would act. And finally there was this one, and I remember it was at church.
Yeah.
People were coming up and telling my wife, hey, have you seen Tom on television with this woman? She's like, yeah. and they're like, doesn't that bother you? No, he makes a lot of money doing that. I really want to keep doing it. As long as he's making the money, he can do it all he wants. So, but people actually thought that was, you
guys were a real
my wife.
couple.
No,
Yeah.
in fact, this one girl was like Miss Memphis or Miss something. And she was well known. I was like, are you kidding me?
That's funny.
Well, that's why we need the church ladies. The church ladies are going to make sure that everybody stays in line, and they're going to make sure that if somebody decides to cheat on their wife and do it on television,
Yes, that's right.
over and
Walk
over
around
again
the
with
mall.
several different women, that doggone his real life wife better know about it.
Yeah, or if you're selling Toyotas, my goodness, of course not,
Yeah. Well, again, and then they were selling the Toyotas, and the money was coming in. So hey, whatever.
We're showing a little bit of clip of video of it.
Right.
Oh, good. All
You
right.
just see a clip of it.
There it is. Look at young Tom.
Yeah, look at the hair. He had hair then. I really did.
Fortunately, there were no love scenes, so
No, you're just holding a sack of groceries,
go.
and that's it.
So you were on there, and you were becoming a personality, and as were others. And I mean, that's kind of the world we live in. We put ourselves out there, and even in the small little circles of Marion, Illinois, we sometimes we get recognized for the podcast that we do, and now people are starting to realize
You're really a couple.
That we're
and
really
they
a
are.
couple.
I mean, they're really a couple.
I've met more people who thought we were already married than
Yeah.
people that didn't realize that we're a couple.
Speaking of which, what happened here?
It's getting resized.
Oh. Okay.
I was swelling from the summer heat and humidity, and it was.
Or is it
about
from
ready
the
to-
weight?
It was about ready to cut my finger
The
off.
weight. Tommy, better be careful, buddy.
About to fall off. So we were picking out bands, and the woman.
The weight of the ring. I thought you meant the weight of the person.
No, we're talking
Swelling-
about those weight of the
swelling.
ring. You see, she got that very quickly. I
Yeah,
was talking
I
about
think
the
he was
weight
talking
of
about
the
the
stone.
diamond.
It was like a.
I thought he meant, is it because you've like
I'm a big
ballooned
person.
up?
Well, it was water. It was water weight. It was water weight.
Well, of course
people.
it's
It
water
wasn't
weight. Sure.
No, I was referring to the ring and the large rock
The
that was
rock,
on that
yeah.
thing. Yes, there's a very big stone there, and it didn't seem to be very heavy.
I was coming to your defense. Listen, I was going to let him have it if for what he was insinuating.
I wasn't even going
I
that direction.
realize.
You were projecting your own.
No,
There you go, Monica.
You're projecting your own.
I mean you're beautiful.
Yeah.
You are beautiful. You are the one that has not changed. If you've been watching this podcast for the last year, I noticed this the other day. I watched a clip from about 20 pounds ago on this podcast, and it's like, wow, glad I got to go in the right direction.
That's the two of us, so we're
Yeah.
okay. We're doing that together.
So, and no ring here yet,
No.
but that's coming. That's been taken care of
Yeah,
too.
we've purchased
We got
that
that ready. That's another thing on the checklist that's done. We've been
Nice.
very happy. Things have kind of fallen into place in so many different ways for us, haven't they? It's been really nice. We're really, very appreciative of all the folks that have helped us along on the journey. And speaking of journeys,
Yeah.
to try to segue, we got a big talent show coming up next week, and somebody is going to be able to rise to a new height in their musical careers because we got some rising young musical stars that are the top 10 of the Southern Illinois Made Talent Show. And we're going to be so grateful, I think, to be a part of somebody's journey who is going to emerge from this talent show, and not just win this talent show, but I think they're going to get traction and get an opportunity because we've seen so much talent. Now, if you haven't seen any of these audition clips, they're being dropped almost daily through the Southern Illinois Made Expo Facebook page. We've shared some to our company's Facebook pages. Personally, I've done. Monica interviewed a lot of them. Tom was involved in that. And that was a fun day meeting all of those people, but it's about to get serious because on Friday, July 18th, which is a week from when we're recording
Friday,
this, just days from when you're seeing this, probably, we will have our Southern Illinois Made Talent Show at Little Nashville on the Square. As of now, there's still tickets available. You can still jump in there and be a part of it. If you're not able to go, you can watch it on a live stream that we're going to present through our channels, WFCN News, Facebook, probably the Marion Star Facebook, and all of this is going to get archived. But you want to be on there live. If you're not there in person, you want to be watching live because then you can vote. You can cast your vote for your favorite artist. And with each vote, we're giving just a little donation to a couple of great veterans causes. And those causes are the Marion VA Food Pantry and the Down the Leash program, which trains service dogs for veterans. So lots of good stuff happening with that, and I can't wait to see what these young people, in some cases, most cases young people, few,
Yeah.
there may be at least one older than me, who are there performing that night.
Right. So we had a really great time with interviewing them the first time that they were auditioning and getting to know them. So it'll be fun.
It will be a good time.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
What else we got going on?
The Colt World Series.
Oh, Colt World Series is coming
yeah.
up. Yeah, that's another thing that our company's involved in every year.
Yeah, teams across the world come in.
Oh man, yeah. Japan, always sends a team. Japan or Taiwan, it seems like, or maybe Korea. Depends on who wins that division, Far Eastern division. You usually got a team from Germany or European division.
And last year there was someone from South America, wasn't there?
South America, maybe Venezuela, Mexico, or sometimes it gets a little tricky. Haiti. Haiti? No, I don't think Haiti. Maybe Jamaica. Anyway,
Plenty
I've
of
done this for
Americans.
several years that I can't even remember. But and then we'll have teams from across the United States coming. But listen, what I always say about the Colt World Series is an opportunity for us to go out and put our region's best foot forward, whether they are from Chicago area or North Carolina or California or Mexico or Germany or Japan. It's always a great opportunity to leave a great impression on people from around the world.
Yeah.
And we have that opportunity with the Colt World Series. So that's coming up the first week of August. It's actually the week before we get married, the weekend before we get married. So around August 1st, you'll be able to watch baseball and that whole weekend at what is now Mountain Dew Park, the minor league stadium in Marion. Jump on Steve Miller. Shout out to Steve Miller. Steve Miller has been doing this for a long time, high up in the Pony League International that puts this on. And for that reason, because of his status in that organization, we were able to bring it to Marion a few years ago. And what an honor it is
Yeah.
to do this for the world.
Yeah.
Right in Marion, Illinois.
That's right.
And they like our stadium too, I think.
They do. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, the feedback that we've heard from the teams from other countries about how beautiful and pristine the stadium is, and even compared to the stadiums that they have back home, and just what sort of a celebrity experience it is for them, just because they're treated like celebrities when they come in, and they're so celebrated, and they get to stay at nice hotels, and so.
Well, since we seem to have a little bit of time, we'll talk about a special memory we have at the Colt World Series. Or at least I do. Do you have any special memories of the Colt World Series?
Well, yeah, actually, that was where you first revealed to me that you were interested in more than friendship. If
I took my shot.
Yes, if I was interested in more than friendship, that you were interested. That was something that
I invited you to come. We were hanging out. We were friends.
Take the next step.
Take the next step.
We've been spending a lot of time together.
I remember what you. I'll never forget what you said that night.
Well,
no.
Did I really say no? Like,
I'm not interested.
I don't think that's.
Let's just be buddies.
Let's be
was?
friends. Yeah, that was her thing. We're friends. Let's not ruin that by dating. Oh, how many times have I heard that in my life?
I feel like there's only one side of the story being told right now.
Has anybody ever said that to you, Tom?
I'm not sure you want the other side out there.
I'll tell you, how many times in my life has somebody used that line? Nah, I really not, because I was married for a very long time to my high school sweetheart. So I can't say that really has happened, but I feel like that's a classic line, isn't it?
It is.
Let's not ruin the friendship.
May I tell you an old story if we get back to yours?
Yes.
Sure.
My old story was there was this one guy. His name is Greg, but I won't use his last name because it's somewhat well known in some places. Greg always.
Greg Brady?
No, it's not Greg Brady. Okay. But this Greg, I was dating one girl. He stole her away, and she said, "Well, let's just be friends." And I want to date around. I started dating another girl, and sure enough, just a few months later, Greg shows up, takes her away. She says the same thing to me. "You're just a nice guy, so I just would like I'd like to date around a little bit." And so great. Third time, kid you not, I start dating this girl. We're going to go out, I think even on a first or second date, and somehow Greg starts dating her. So she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I already had a date with Greg." The same Greg. And she marries Greg.
Oh, my goodness. Greg.
Yeah. And then these other girls that he dumped, I'm like, well, fine.
Yeah.
I'm busy now.
Greg.
So what? This Greg's just following you around dating
I don't know. At one time, I think we compared notes, and it's like, we must like the same women. But he's like, "I didn't know that you were dating her. I didn't know you were dating her. And I didn't know you were dating her." So I'm like, why don't you ask me next time?
Well, I mean, he ended up getting
Even have
married,
an
so at
interest.
least he's off the market. I mean, and you are married for a long time, so it doesn't matter.
There's one other part of that story he's not telling you, though.
What?
That is that he got fired from doing the Toyota commercials. He found out that he'd been replaced by
Greg.
Greg. Yeah. Greg took my place on the Toto commercials.
Took his work wife away, too. That Greg.
It's a true story. But anyway, back to your story.
So back to my side.
What is this story? What is your
side of the story is that we had grown so close in a friendship that I felt like if we
Who we're talking about?
Me and you.
Oh, yes.
That I felt like if we crossed that threshold too quickly before we were sure, that it would be hard to go back to a friendship, and then I would lose him altogether. So that was my rationale. Like, let's just keep getting to know each other, and then when we do cross that threshold, it's gonna stick for a while, and it's not gonna be like we crossed it and then it's like maybe this was a bad idea.
When we do. You never said when we do.
This was serious to Monica because she's actually banging the table like you normally do. So I know that
she's tired of hearing about it. But
the thing about women that we eventually learn is that we've got to guard our hearts, right? Until we know for sure. Because when we give our heart over, then we're all in.
See, she's all in.
And so
That's the point.
before I crossed that all over heart in line, I was trying to guard my heart until we continued to get to know each other better. Mm-hmm. Because once I went there, I wanted it to stay there. I didn't want us to jump the gun too soon and then be like, oh wait, never mind. And
Yeah.
then because
Listen.
it really is like if you have being single is tough, and dating is tough, and if you kind of jump the gun on something and then going back to just friendship is really hard.
Well, that's true. And I would have also missed having you as a friend. However, I think me and everybody else just that people watching this will understand that really what was going on is that, look at you and look at me. And it's like, of course he's not going to just
Oh, stop
jump
that.
into a relationship with that guy.
Stop that.
But I did term her, and 2 years later, just 2 years later, looky.
Well, it's not there anymore because it's too heavy.
Because it's getting resized.
That's what she told me. That's being resized.
You were right there when that happened. The poor lady that was getting
Please-
the band for us,
Please stay tuned.
she looked at my finger in terror as she saw it was about ready to fall off from the circulation. And she's like, honey, let me just take that now. Let me just take that and resize that now. So,
Well, okay, that'll be.
Well, we'll see how this all plays out. At least you got a dress, right? You got a dress.
I have
That
a dress.
feels like a certain level of that you might, go through with it. We'll see.
so sorry.
We'll see. I'll be there. Hey, listen, I will be there. Tom, are you going to come?
oh yeah,
Tom's going to be there.
Yeah.
Tom's counting on this happening.
yeah, I really am.
Think about that. Think
Yeah.
about all the people that are counting on this
I'm
happening.
counting on this happening.
Okay.
You're in big trouble if it doesn't.
What? How is it going to be my fault?
We're just gonna
I'm going to
board-
be standing right there.
Don't get hit by a car.
Listen, think of all the movies. Think of the classic movies. You got the Graduate,
Runaway
the
Bride.
Runaway Bride, where Julia Roberts keeps riding a horse.
Yeah.
And
there
then,
might be a carriage involved that day.
and there is a carriage involved that day, actually, and there will be a horse. And so now I think that's probably a
I see Monica going away on a bike. Does she have a bike?
bike.
Yeah,
that'd be a
she
new
looks like
move.
you look like a biking kind.
I don't know. Like, if I were to be a getaway bride, I think it would be a Vespa for me. If I, yeah. if that were so luckily
Luckily, you have no Vespa.
I have no Vespa.
So you would escape this whole situation if you only had a Vespa.
I wouldn't like if I were going to ever want to have.
It feels
that
like you've
kind
really
of
been
a-
thinking this through.
If I were ever going to
got a
have
plan.
that kind of dramatic exit, it would have to be on a Vespa.
That's
Listen,
fun.
if you sell Vespas, if you have a Vespa dealership, if you see this face walk in, please call me.
Don't sell. Just
Please
me
don't
the
sell her a
Vespa.
Vespa.
Don't bring one to the wedding
I'm
either.
like everybody's all out of Vespas, so I guess I'll just.
But
get married.
the classic move is the groom standing there and the bride just doesn't show up, right?
and she gets on a Vespa.
I
She's
don't know.
running
I
around
think
town.
I've seen more grooms stand up
Really?
brides than.
But I've never seen it in person. Have you ever been at a wedding where it didn't go through?
No, I've heard stories that people saying
cold, man.
no at the altar.
It's cold.
I think that only happens at Catholic weddings.
Oh. Not sure why that is. What does that got to do with it?
Because they're stricter about divorce than other denominations.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. But there's that annulment thing.
Yeah, but it's brutal from what I hear.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, so we gotta be careful about those things. Vespa.
All right, well, we'll end on this note, I guess.
Oh.
Tommy, anything else?
Yeah, I did today. I just had the opportunity. I'm do some work for the Oasis group quite often.
Oh, yes.
And I got to drone the fields that everybody's been seeing the construction on.
Right.
And I got to stand on the fields.
Yeah.
And I seen them from above. But when you're sitting there, they are huge. Like one of the fields can put. They have like 4 games going on at the same time in one of the fields, and they could put 4 more in each of those fields. They are so big, like each of the colored fields, which are the
All
ball
right, so
fields.
are there no fences? Like
There
outfield
are fences, yes,
Oh,
and they
okay.
have fences, and they're fenced off so they can actually have multiple games in these big areas. So if you see
Yeah.
the big orange area, you can have multiple games going on at the same time in those.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting, because I've known a little bit about it, but you can do multiple sports in it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty amazing. And the other part about it that is really amazing is that it is all artificial turf and it is soft. And somebody was telling me that some of the colors absorb the heat, and it's amazing.
It
You walk on
absorbs the heat, but it does not retain it.
Retain it.
Right, because that's been a lot of what we've heard, as we've done a lot of stories on this new turf, and they've seen this dark
Yeah.
turf, and they've just, if you see black turf or even orange or red, you're just assuming that stuff's not going to reflect the heat like white turf
Yeah.
or light green. You would just so much of the turf that people are used to playing on artificial surfaces is a lighter color, and even that sometimes gets kind of warm. But this, we've been told, this is not hard to stand on. If I was once at a Cardinal baseball game playing the national anthem with the marching Salukis in September. It's been a late season game or something. It was one of those hot, what they used to call Indian summer days. And we were down there on the field on the old, in the former Busch Stadium on that artificial turf, and man, that was hot. That was hot. I don't know. Never knew how those players dealt with that. And a lot of them were wearing, shoes with metal in them and things. You just wonder how they did it, but you just kind of had to get used to it. I think they were just, tougher than we were, but it was rough out there.
Yeah, well, I wish they made car seats out of some of that. 'Cause the other day, I ended up I had a bottled water that was cool, and I went to get in my Jeep, and the seat was so hot, I couldn't sit down. So I'm pouring my cool water on the seat just to get the leather to cool down so I could sit down. Oh my gosh, it was so hot.
Yeah,
It's brutal.
Yeah.
I've had to get the oven mitts just to hold onto the steering wheel before because the steering wheel was so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, but I got to be honest with you, I'm really excited about that Oasis place. I've known a lot about it, but to be there and to see the size of it.
That whole team is just impressive. Those guys,
and the other
men
part.
and women that are leading all of that.
Yeah.
They're just a great group of people, and
I agree.
yeah.
I know. I'm getting the vision now. I've known about it, but now when you're down there and you see it, you're like, wow, if you were out there playing a ball game there, you'd want to come back. It's really a nice place.
It's good. It's definitely going to be memorable for those kids and those families. And then the next notch of this will be later this year and into next year when some of these entertainment complexes open and some of this
Working on that too.
some of these major complexes open. They will have so much to do while they're in town too. So we'll, I'm sure, have this. So what's happening this week is the Pinto version from Pony of the Colt World Series. This is a Pinto tournament that's happening this week.
Okay.
Lots and lots of teams too, younger kids, and so lots of visitors in town. We'll be several times the rest of the summer. Get out and check it out yourself, and like I said, be a part of making a good impression on behalf of your community to those that are traveling in from so many areas.
Yeah.
And Tom, thanks for the way that you make us look good, even
without the background.
this. I think
all
we're
of the
fine.
editing.
I don't think anybody's missing it. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's now. There now.
Oh, there it is. No, it just went away.
okay. No,
But Bill's hand disappeared. But hey, it's there. It's there. I wonder how that happened.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing how this plays out, along with the wedding and everything else that is going to be interesting.
It's snowballing along, getting closer and closer.
Tom, thanks for having us in your studio
Oh, exactly.
from the Man Cave.
Yeah.
It's been another version of Squared Up. We're going to say goodbye. I'm Bill Swinford.
And I'm Monica Daniels.
I'm Tom Mann.
See you next time. Bye-bye.